Hi, I'm Kip K. Welcome back to another weekend project from the pages of Make Magazine. Pool ownership is a lot of fun, but unless you have a solar or other type of heater, your pool time can be a little bit limited. Well, there's a fun and functional project in Make Volume 23 that helps to solve that dilemma. It's called Lily Pad Pool Warmers, and I'm going to show you how to make them on today's weekend project. Make Volume 23 is where you'll find the Lily Pad Pool Warmers project by Edward Husak. The main component of this project are hula hoops, so you'll need to pick up a dozen or so 30-inch hula hoops. And then head over to your local home improvement store or gardening center and pick up some polyethylene film that's 6 mil or thicker. And you'll also need an inexpensive soldering iron, a pair of scissors or box cutters, some electrical tape, some hose clamps and regular clamps, and then a small metal bar. The first step is to cut out the polyethylene film, and we're going to want it to be an inch larger in diameter than the hula hoop. So cut that out. You'll notice a small joint on the hula hoops. Well, this is not watertight, so we need to cover that with some black electrical tape and just go right over the staples. Now it's time to modify the soldering iron. So we'll be taking this 1/2 inch by 1/8 inch metal bar and attaching it to the soldering iron, so we have kind of a guide. We'll use the hose clamps to attach the bar to the soldering iron. Now, in the case of this one, it's got kind of a rounded handle, so I'm going to need to take that to the grinder and flatten that out a little bit. And once it's grinded down, the metal bar will lay flat on it. This will provide a basic guide to allow the soldering iron to meet the center of the hula hoop. The last step in the soldering iron mod is to increase the size of the tip to about 1/8 inch. So again, using a file or grinder, we'll grind that tip down and make it about 1/8 inch in diameter. Okay, now it's time to attach our polyethylene film to the hula hoop. We'll do that using the clamps. Then we'll secure the film to the hula hoop by making spot welds using the soldering iron. Now, as soon as you heat it up, it's important to immediately apply pressure using a piece of metal, and this will weld the plastic together. Continue making spot welds spaced about 1 to 2 inches apart. Once all the spot welds are complete and the film is secure, it's time to trim the remaining polyethylene film around the hula hoop. Now we need to make some vent holes which will prevent vapor bubbles from forming under the stretched polyethylene. You want to put about 9 holes in the film, and be sure to do this in a well-ventilated area because you don't want to inhale the fumes coming off of this melted plastic. Well, that's how to make a Lily Pad pool warmer. Now, obviously, you're going to need to make quite a few of these to fit the size of your pool, and you're only going to want to run your pool pump at night. This will allow for most of the heat to be retained in the pool. So, while I'm out in the garage making a few more for my pool, why don't you get started on yours? And we'll see you next time with another weekend project.